Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It says we're live, so it must not lie. It must not lie. So yeah. Tonight's Sexposé, Don't Call Me Santa, will not be seen to bring you this epic podcast.
Welcome to For Music Lovers Only, a podcast where each host makes a top 5 list of their favorite songs from this week's topic. Each week is a new topic. Tune in, I dare you. Music Lovers Only.
What's up, everybody? Josh, JRB5. Got Jarrod over there, and Sontia is trying to come on. Her volumes were playing. We couldn't hear her, so we'll see if she hops back on, see if we can get that hammered out. But we're For Music Lovers Only. We're going to talk about our favorite punk songs today. So, Mr. Jarrod, how you doing today?
Doing good.
You're up there in Salina, correct?
Yeah, I'm in Salina, Kansas, representing.
Awesome.
Originally from Ellsworth.
Ellsworth, where's that at?
Like 40 minutes from Salina.
Yeah.
Going,
North.
you know where Great Bend's at?
I mean, sure.
Well, on the way
somewhere in Kansas, right?
It's in between Great Bend and Salina.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, you're coming on tonight. We're going to talk our punk songs.
Yeah,
but,
punk is my favorite genre. So,
and you got a punk show coming on. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, got a punk show at Kirby's Beer Store on the 7th at 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, and you see down there, it says Yummy or Crummy Live. You probably wonder what that is. We're gonna, I do this video reel thing on Facebook where I eat food or drinks and tell you if they're yummy or crummy. So if you come to the show, bring me something, I might yummy or crummy it.
Awesome. It's got your project is Minus Angst, right?
Yeah, I'm Minus Angst.
Okay, and you got Brooks, BRX, which is pronounced Brooks, which I have always called it BRX just because that's what it looks like. But
Brooks.
I caught him in Salina for the Bikers for Baca or Baca for Rock for Baca.
You were there?
Yep.
That was he played, and then me and him had to run to Wichita for a show right after he played.
Yeah. Got Mr. Kevin Hansen's band, the Haters Coalition, and then America Na Na. And I think I'm missing one, aren't I?
It's at the top. It says We Were Famous. The
Embarrassments were.
They're the headliner. They're headlining it.
Yep. So yeah, that'll be a good punk show on the December 7th at the Kirby's. The description is in the link to the event is in the description. So I don't know. Hopefully Sontia does, but if she doesn't, we can bullshit. But you want to go ahead and start with your list? You want to do your Christmas list first in honor of our Don't Call Me Santa. That was what No Effects, Don't Call Me White. Wasn't that them?
Yeah, Don't Call Me White. Don't call.
Yeah. That was some artwork I just did last night, kind of get out of the creative funk.
Well, I got 6 songs written down. It was hard to decide, but you want me to go? You said 5 to 1?
Yeah, that's what we normally do.
Well, I got my first 2, but I don't know the rest of the order. So I'll just go probably Fuck Christmas by Fear. I don't know if you heard that one.
Yep.
And then probably Hey Santa by UK Subs. And then it's a toss-up between number 3 was White Christmas by Stiff Little Fingers or Silent Night by the Dickies. But then number 2 has to be Xmas Has Been X'd by No Effects.
Yeah.
Sure. And then this has to be number 1. I Don't Want to Fight Tonight by the Ramones.
Oh, yeah.
You can't not have that number 1.
Yeah. So in honor of Christmas, in honor of our bad Santa, that was the Christmas list. Awesome. Good list.
Yeah. I also wanted to add to that list, but I didn't. It's a song called Christmas Time for My Penis by the Vandals. I don't know if you heard that one.
I probably have, but I I can't
Yeah.
recall it off the top of my head.
It's like it says, Christmas time for my penis.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
give your penis with some respect, I guess.
All right, you want to go with your regular list now? And then
Yeah,
we
there's
will,
no certain order on this one. But I got Wild in the Streets by the Circle Jerks. You Sticking in My Eye, No Effects.
yeah.
Can't Leave the Misfits Off. Where Eagles Dare by the Misfits.
Oh yeah.
Amoeba by Adolescence. And then gotta throw Bad Religion in there. So Better Off Dead by Bad Religion.
Yeah. So what was your first punk band that you really got into?
That's a hard one. I don't really remember.
I think
I started out probably listening to like pop punk, like the newer stuff. I wasn't really into the old stuff yet.
yeah.
Probably I remember one time listening to, I think it was a burnt CD my brother had of Ramones, and I really liked that.
Yeah, they were probably the first ones I was exposed to, but I got into Black Flag, I'm in the area of Columbia House, so I'd got a shit ton of CDs for like a penny. And so I remember getting the Black Flag Damaged, and that was probably the one I really got me into it.
Okay, the first punk band I probably got into, I don't like them anymore, but was Blink-182, if you count them as punk.
I count them as punk, but like I said, I mean, the term, like I said, Iggy Pop probably said it the best because he is the godfather of punk.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like that term. He's openly said that in interviews. And I mean, it was because the whole spirit of punk is anti-establishment. We don't want to label. We don't want to listen to the same music our parents did. We don't want to do that. So that was something that the industry created a label to label the people who didn't want to be labeled. So it's kind of like, yeah. So I don't really like the term punk. I don't like genres anyhow. I consider it all rock and roll. So I do enjoy Blink-182, but I do not consider them, hardcore punk,
No, they're probably pop punk.
Yeah, they would be pop punk.
It was between them or Green Day, probably.
Ooh, yeah, I can't get down with Green Day, but yeah.
That's who I started out with. But now I'm more into, I listen to all of it, but since my music styling of what I play on stage is more old school, kind of, I've been getting into that more. I've just been learning more about the punk rock style.
What's up, Stephanie? Sontia was having some issues with her microphone. Hopefully she can hop on here before the broadcast ends, but if not, hopefully she can figure that out. We'll see her next week. No worries. Like I said, my list, I had it done about Thursday, but I still kept thinking of more that I should put on there. But like I said, I'd already had them, so I kind of left them. I didn't do any.
What's your list?
Any adjustments. My honorable mention, just because I've been listening to a lot with the kid, was Liam Lynch, United States of Whatever, from the Fake Songs album. Never
heard that one of that artist.
Yeah, it's I don't. You'll have to check it out. Like I said, I make a playlist for him every. I need to get. I'm a few episodes behind, but I'll make a playlist and then you can check it out.
Yeah, I will.
But Liam Lynch is his name. But so my number 5 was Black Flag. Like I say, they were the first punk CD I bought. I did buy Green Day Dookie because I loved the artwork of it, and it was still, it was still kind of crass. It did get radio play, and I think a lot of old school punk wouldn't have gotten radio play just because.
Yeah, a lot of people don't think it's punk if it got radio play.
Yeah. But Black Flag TV Party, just because it was kind of a funny song, and it talked about people gathering around the TV to have a party, and it's not something that happens. That was 1981 is when that album was released. So they don't. That's a lost thing. People don't gather around the TV to watch shows. Like the Jeffersons.
No.
Stephanie says, I can't stand Green Day. I didn't know they were considered punk, but it kind of makes sense because I've never been a fan of the entirety of the punk genre. Oh, Stephanie, them there are fighting words.
Yeah, dude, punk is the best.
I like it all, but
the reason I like punk is I got a short attention span, and a lot of punk songs are short and fast and just
just you blink and they're over.
Yeah.
Blink and they're over, yep. My number 4 was Dead Kennedys, Too Drunk to Fuck, because, I mean, that's just a great song, and it's a good way to get laid, you know? I'm like, oh, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. And that was off the 87 album, Give Me Convenience or Give Me Death, which is a great title of the album anyhow right there. I love it.
Yeah.
Number 3, The Clash, Straight to Hell. Like I said, that's off the Combat Rock album in 82. And it was sampled by MIA years later and made famous. The sample was made famous on the Pineapple Express soundtrack. But it's funny how a lot of them punk songs, but the older punk songs end up in samples and hip hop songs.
It does? I never noticed that.
Oh yeah. Like I said, MIA was the one I could think of off the top of my head, but I mean, not necessarily punk, but what Nas did, Hip Hop Is Dead, and sampled Anagata Davida.
No, that's not punk, but yeah. By Iron Butterfly?
Yeah.
What?
I didn't say it was punk. I said it's not punk, but that was sampled,
No, I'm saying what? Because
it's rock and roll, Like I said, punk is just rock and roll, in my opinion.
It's just crazy he sampled that. Yeah.
And then the number 2 is, like I said, The Godfather himself, The Stooges, I Want to Be Your Dog. And like I said, it was a tough one to pick off of that album, but I picked that one just because that was the most well-known, probably. Like I said, I watched a lot of 2 or 3 interviews with them doing some research. And I mean, Iggy Pop, he's a loon, cutting himself on stage.
No, what? Sorry, what about Gigi Allen? You don't got none of that on your list?
Oh, I hadn't got to number 1.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
But I mean, he's the Godfather, the Iggy. But Gigi did take it way further. He was the most violent and hated man in rock and roll. And even him, he didn't consider himself punk. He was rock and roll, is what he considered himself. But in the label industry, he's considered punk, And you look back, I kind of looked at the before punk, the genres that kind of the precursors to punk, the rockabilly, your greasers, they all grew up, punk was just the next step for that, kind of.
Yeah.
A lot of ska bands have punk, you got punk ska with the horns and stuff.
Well, I consider that a subgenre of punk, yeah. Ska.
Like I said, I mean, it's all rock and roll to me, I mean, that's how I feel about it. It's there's like 5, 6, 7, 8 main genres, and then once they start breaking off in that, it just gives me a headache. So I don't even bother.
Yeah.
Trying to comprehend, whatever. Like I said, it's all labels, so the audience knows where to go look for you at, basically.
So what's your top?
Number 1, Gigi Allen, When I Die. And it was released after he died, and I don't know when it was recorded, but it was released in 96 on the Troubled Troubadour album. And like I say,
I'm laughing because somebody said, am I in a medieval sex dungeon?
Yeah. So, is your brother?
Yeah, that's my brother. Yeah.
What's up, Brett?
He knows where I'm at. He's just being funny.
Yeah. But, like I said, Gigi just took it. I mean, God,
I never got into him because he's just a weirdo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't want to do anything he does, but his whole attitude is I'm going to do what I want to do. And I mean, interviews with him, I mean, he's talking about, I'm coming for all your kids. I'm the Messiah, rock and roll Messiah.
Doesn't he shit in his hand and throw it at people?
Oh, he's on stage naked, shitting, fucking, I mean, all just
baby. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting his brother, which was along most of the ride with him. I mean, he was a really weird cat. He was born Jesus Christ Allen, I think, or maybe Jesus Christ something. I think he changed even the last name, but
his name was Jesus Christ, his real name?
Yes, because his father was some weird religious drunk fanatic and thought that, you know, his son was going to be the second coming of Christ. And so he named him Jesus Christ. I don't think it was Alan. I think they took Alan when his mom and brother, they left the dad and moved into like Boston because he's got a Boston accent. And yeah, I mean, just a real vile. I don't condone anything he's did, but he did what the fuck he wanted to do. And in these interviews, which were all towards the end, you know, he was like, I'm gonna commit suicide on this day, you know.
What?
And he would plan to commit suicide. He didn't make it. He OD'd before he got to that date. But yeah, he very, very wild, but he was cutting himself on stage, you know. I mean, it was just Iggy Pop to a very vile extreme, even to the next level. I mean, he would do stuff that would make Marilyn Manson look like a saint, you know. And remember, he was with all the kind of shock rock.
I know he'd take the mic and like bang it up against his head a lot.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was kind of the Iggy. I mean, they'd break bottles. Iggy would break bottles on the stage.
Oh shit!
Flop around on stage.
I need to step it up then. I need to step it up. I'm not doing that.
But you hear interviews of Iggy Pop, and he's very elegant speaking. I mean, he's very well. You know, I mean, it's kind of a shock to see what, you know, he's doing on stage, and then these people are kind of trying to throw him off and, you know, outsmart him because they think he's just a dumb rock star, you know, and he's like just really, really poetic with his polite, and you can tell he's getting pissed sometimes, but he's just kind of like, yep.
Yeah. Well, the reason I picked mine were mostly because I like the artist. Like one of the artists I've been wanting to see because they're on their final tour is NoFX.
Yeah, like I said, I love NoFX, and
it's probably gonna happen, but they're one of my favorites. So, yeah. Like
I said, it was hard not to have NoFX on there because I fell in love with them. But like I said, only 5. You can only pick 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, we got a few more minutes here. Let's talk about your show a little bit more. Since Sontia isn't hopping back on, it doesn't look like it.
And that sucks that she can't get back on.
Yeah,
I was wanting to hear what she had to say.
Maybe she can. Maybe she'll send me her list and we can get it on the playlist at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell us a little bit again about the December 5th or 7th, excuse me.
Yeah, it should be next Thursday. Or this coming Thursday.
Got a punk show. If you didn't get enough punk right now, you can wait till the 7th.
And all the bands, like the Embarrassed Men, they're really good.
Yeah.
Like
speaking of them, we have the Embarrassed Men. They'll be on Saturday's podcast, Art Assault. And we'll be talking about this event more.
Like they're called the Embarrassment, but it's just 3 of them from the band doing songs, and they go by the Embarrassed Men.
Yeah.
But
like I said, I'm gonna share with them my list, and I want to know what their take is on the term punk rock, because they were, 79. They were at the beginning, the early stages of punk. I think 76.
Talking to Bill.
Yeah, we got Bill and Rhett's coming on. I think that was his name.
Who's Brett? Is he in the band too?
Yeah, drummer.
Okay.
I believe. But yeah, Sontia said.
I can't really say a lot about these bands. Oh, she loves the punk music. That's awesome.
Said, yeah, mic on my phone and computer aren't working. Yeah, gremlins. It's that time of year.
What I was gonna say was about there's only one band on there that's playing that I don't know what their sound is at all, and it's the Haters Collision.
Yeah, that's Kevin's band. You'll like them.
Because they don't have any samples out, I don't think.
Yeah, I think they've got one song recorded, and I don't know how many they've got. They've got a hand, But
they're punk rock, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. They're probably. I think he was in the band Sproke or something, maybe. So
No.
he wasn't him. That was
No.
a different guy.
No.
Guy that looks like him. Then.
No, I mean, I don't know about the other guys. Kevin himself, at least, wasn't in Sproke.
Oh, I thought he was. Well, was he in another band then?
He was in, what was the last band? Pretty Okay.
That's
Rabbit
the one I'm thinking of. Pretty Okay. That's what I'm thinking of then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I saw them play one time.
Yeah, they few transitions, but yeah, you'll enjoy it definitely. Said I haven't heard. I mean, I heard Brooks at the Salina, and like I said, I mean, I've been listening to the embarrassment, whatever we want to. But
What about Americana now?
I haven't heard them yet.
They have a dope song called that's a no, or what's it called? No Bro, I think is what it's called. I don't remember.
Yeah.
The song is awesome.
Yeah, what was there? Is the pastry thing still a go, right?
And yeah. Free pastries if you get there. I don't know how much we're gonna have, but limited on the pastries. But get there and you'll get some free pastries.
Hell yeah!
Not to get mixed up with pasties.
You might have to have some pasties too. It'd probably be cold.
That's what Bill kept saying. He's like you misspelled pasties. Like,
yeah, I've been following Bill's art for a while now because, like I said, my main niche is artist, and Sontia.
Yeah, she said she likes Americana now.
Yeah, that's a no, bro.
Yeah, that's one of the songs.
Yeah,
she'll come.
Oh, she just played Kirby's. When did you play Kirby's Sontia? Last night or night before last?
What does she play? What kind of music?
It's her an acoustic, but I mean it's hard to put a label on her.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I like all kinds of music, but I do genreize music.
She's got a big, beautiful voice.
You can't call country rock and roll. No way. So I do put a label on them.
You got to put like some kind. I mean, yeah, but it's all part of marketing. But
you can't be like techno music is rock and roll either. So
yeah. She played that Thursday. But
they do sample plenty of rock and roll stuff like techno and rap. So
yeah, I mean it's all you got to kind of regurgitate it. It's all paying honor. And in today's society, I mean, you kind of got to do covers. So I mean, I think that's a good way to. Even sampling is somewhat of a cover, just a different spin on it. Yeah. The na-nas or bluesy country.
No, he's just saying that there is a style.
Yeah.
No, Americana, I think is kind of like punk at some point. Yeah. Some style, I don't know.
Well, all right. Well, I think my stomach is a growling. I think we'll call it a night tonight since we're wrapping up a little early. I'm gonna get out and do some Christmas shopping.
I just came from shopping. I went and saw a movie called Napoleon. It was pretty good with Joaquin Phoenix in it. That was good.
Nice. He's always a good actor.
Yeah, I suggest that to people. It's called Napoleon.
Hell yeah. Well, like I said, I appreciate coming on, and we're gonna be plugging the show tomorrow. And while we're painting, we gotta.
I'll be up. I'll be. I mean, I won't be in the video, but I'll be up in the comments.
Yeah. Yep. Right on. Well, like I said, I appreciate it again. Thanks for coming on. Great list.
Sorry I couldn't meet or talk to Sontia, but maybe some other time.
Yeah, definitely. Gremlins, it's the season. It's the season for Gremlins. All right. See you guys later.
Bye, man.